BrandonTripleBeer.com, and I'm on the phone with the amazing Kevin Hart. How's it going, sir?
Oh, man, I can't complain. Drinking milk, trying to get taller.
You know, your role is CJ in Scary Movie 4. That cracks me up so much.
Thank you.
And I also have to say...
Believe it or not, man, I'll tell you something funny about that role. Actually, it was meant to just be like a little teeny part, and they wanted me to write it, and I wound up writing my character fully, to the point where they said, hey, do you think you want to write your scenes out? And they allowed me to write my scenes for that movie. It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's actually really cool. I'm a huge fan of the original Scary Movie, and then like they started to go downhill. You know, like I do appreciate that they kept going, and you can kind of tell you wrote your stuff because it was kind of different from a lot of the stuff in the movie. Like the comedy was a little different.
Yeah, they let me kind of go on my own little tear and bring what I wanted to bring to the character. So I got lucky in that aspect, I guess.
Oh, I also have to say belated happy birthday because I'm July 9th myself. So.
Oh, get out of here, Kansas.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm smoking a cigarette right now, matter of fact.
There you go. I'm 31. I'm almost out of here. Death is around the corner.
I just turned the big 2-6. And
okay, that's good.
It's just reminded me that I haven't done anything in my life except for talk to people on the phone. Because that's what I'm good at.
That is true. Every birthday does nothing. It does nothing but depress you. It's supposed to make you happy, and it's supposed to make you feel better about life and getting older. But with me, it just makes me say, wow, all of my friends have more money than me. What am I doing wrong?
No, I was actually...
What is going on?
I was about to say the same thing, because for my birthday, I was like, all right, I'm getting off work, 11:30 at night. I'm going to get some friends together. We're going to go to an arcade, because that's what I do. I go to an arcade. And then my friend's party is tonight. And I was like, sweet, we're going to go to an arcade. He's like, no, we got a party bus. I was like, is there an arcade on the party bus?
Do they have games on the bus? No, man, there's a pole. Win it. That's what we don't have. That's our game. Okay, I guess that's...
See, that's where I say, where to put the quarter, and then I get in trouble. But, okay, so you have to tell me here. Give me a very quick abridged career of yours. Like, when did you start doing comedy? When did you start acting? All that stuff.
Sure, man. I started doing comedy in 1998. That's kind of when I decided to take the craft of comedy serious. I kind of went at it full steam, and after going at it full steam, I decided to move to New York from Philadelphia. Why? Because New York has about a good 14, 15 comedy clubs. So, that's where anybody that's done anything with comedy, they went to New York because they breed great comedians. So I went there for a while and met my manager, and my manager told me he thought I was a funny guy, thought that I could definitely be successful in this business. Put me into a festival called the Montreal Comedy Festival. I did it. I did very good in it. I got a bunch of heat from it. Took a bunch of meetings with execs and TV heads and producer heads. And after taking those meetings, I got a deal with ABC. And after the deal with ABC, I created the television show, and the show got picked up and was on air for a while and got canceled. And when it got canceled, I booked a movie. I booked a movie called Paper Soldiers. That's the first movie I've ever done. That was with Jay-Z and Dame Dash. And then after that, it's like movies just started to come out of nowhere. I did Along Came Polly, then Soul Plane, then the Scary Movies came around, then Not Easily Broken, and then they got bigger. They went to movies like Fool's Gold and Death at a Funeral, In the Mix, and now, Little Fockers. So my career kind of has spiraled into a crazy place, but stand-up comedy has been the reason for it. If you take stand-up comedy away, I wouldn't have had any of the opportunities that I have now. I wouldn't have had the chance to meet the people that I've met and display what I've displayed in front of the camera if it wasn't for comedy. I honestly thank stand-up comedy for so much. My hour specials have done great. My last one, I'm a Grown Little Man, just went platinum not too long ago, which sparked me doing another one called Seriously Funny, which came out 11th, I believe, and it debuted #1. I had the #1 show on cable, #1 in my time slot, #1 with my audience. So right now, man, I'm on cloud nine. I'm extremely excited about where I am in my career and in life. So just living it, trying to get further.
Yeah, dude, you're exploding. Because you've had a lot of exposure recently. With Death at a Funeral. I have to be perfectly honest in this. I'm a huge fan of the original one. You've probably seen that at least. I love it. I thought it was hilarious. And when I heard it's being remade, I was like, it just came out like 2 years ago though, and so I was kind of like, I don't know about this. I was really apprehensive to watch it, and you know, you're the first person to even talk in that movie, and I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was a great cameo to have, you know what I mean, that I opened the movie up. But at the same time, I also had, you know, I was on the trailer for it, and it was a favor, you know. Chris Rock called me and said, Kev, can you do a favor? Can you do a cameo? I said, yeah, what do you need? And before I know it, you know, he's like, Kev, yeah, well, this scene is going to open up the movie. It's a funny guy, but I want you to bring yourself to it. So I kind of got lucky in that world, and, you know, from doing that movie, I got Little Fockers right afterwards. I did that, and that was with Ben Stiller, Robert De Niro, and I wound up playing underneath Ben. I'm a nurse, so it's like the roles are getting better and more important, but at the same time, I love it, and that's a focus of mine, but my stand-up comedy career is what's really growing, and that's what I'm the most excited about. You know, I'm touring now, I'm doing theaters, you know, anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 seats by myself, so that is what I'm excited about, because eventually the movie roles are going to catch up to the comedy side, and they're going to get just as big.
Oh, yeah. What do you actually, are you going to be coming to Portland at all? Portland, Oregon?
Say again?
Are you going to be coming to Portland, Oregon?
Probably either late December or late November.
Okay, because I'm going to be there when you're there. Straight up, I want to be one of the cool guys hanging out with you.
Oh, definitely, man, definitely. I would love that.
Yeah, I have this little thing where I have to get a photographic proof that I've met somebody. The phone doesn't work because, you know, you could be an impersonator. You know, like, I went and saw Craig Ferguson. Yeah, like, I went and saw Craig Ferguson, and, like, he was really nice and talked to us, and I was like, hey, can I get a photo? And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. So, right when we snapped the photo, he was like, he pulled his hat down, then, like, looked up because someone said his name, and it doesn't even look like him. Everyone's like, that's not Craig Ferguson. I'm like, no, it really is him. I swear to God.
It's hilarious. I swear, somebody called his name in the middle of the picture. I swear it was.
Yeah, I have a huge appreciation for stand-up because, I mean, a lot of people don't realize it takes a lot more to get going with stand-up than it does with acting. I mean, like, stand-up is some hard shit to do. Like, I think I could try it, but I don't think I could pull it off. I'm funny looking. I definitely got that going for me, but, you know, everything else.
Stand-up to me is all honesty. The more honest you are, the easier it is for you, you know? If you breed yourself off the stories and allowing the audience a chance to relate to you and kind of understand where you come from and where you're going, it's easy to get those laughs as long as you're being genuine. When you force it and try to become a character is when it becomes sketchy. That's how I feel about comedy.
Yeah, you actually have that going for you really well, because one thing about your comedy is you're pretty, I guess you'd call it universal. I mean, you see a lot of comedians that will play to certain, you know, aspects of crowd or certain demographics, but you're just out there for all of them. I mean, that's the best way to go about it.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
But yeah, so also, I've been reading online recently that you might have a project with Bill Burr.
Yeah, we're about to do a Comedy Central show.
Oh, God.
A show for Comedy Central, right?
I cannot wait for that. It's sort of like a rehash of The Odd Couple, right?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, man, I'm so excited for that because Bill Burr is freaking hilarious, and you guys are from the same side of the country. You're from Philly, he's from Boston,
yeah.
So, I mean...
Yeah, we're friends for a long time, so to be working with Bill is definitely a good thing. I can't wait.
So, like, your special you just had, I was in tears when you were talking about your kids.
Thank you.
You have that down so well. So what other plans do you have? Like, what other aspirations do you have for your craft?
Well, right now, you know what I mean, my focus is pretty much my stand-up comedy career. Acting is definitely in there, but I'm working on my company. I just started a company called Hart Production. So branching out in that and producing and directing and starring in my own projects is definitely a focus of mine that I will continue to pursue. So right now, you know, I'm really, really focused and excited about the growth, not only of my career, but my passion for the entertainment industry. So on to bigger and better things.
Awesome. You're really, you know, you're exploding because you have movies like Little Fockers that's coming out really soon, and that's going to be monstrous. Mm-hmm. Like, how big of a role do you have in that?
It's a good role. I'm about to get 6 or 7 scenes in the movie, so I'm excited about it. It's hilarious.
All right, well, thank you very much, sir. It was great to have you on the phone, and hopefully I'll catch you when you come to town. So, everyone, this has been Kevin Hart with TripleBeard.com, and go to his website, check out Heartbeat Production. He's got a channel on YouTube, all that shit.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You take it easy.
All right, you too.